any ads, we have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise, and we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature shoes. Excited about this. Nike is obviously the biggest brand in athletic apparel, and Caitlin seemed to be a perfect fit for the brand.
Remember when Nike plastered Caitlin Clark's face on billboards during her college days? Well, now that she's in the WNBA and actually signed with them, it's like she vanished. No commercials, no ads, nothing. Let's talk about this bizarre 180 from Nike. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Caitlin Clark just had an insane rookie season. She's breaking records left and right, and even won Rookie of the Year. But where's the love from Nike? It's like they forgot they signed her. No billboards, no commercials, no merch.
Since she has signed this contract, you guys, and her WNBA season has come and gone. And with that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her.
Nothing. It's crazy, right? You won't believe what we found out about Nike's strategy and how another big brand almost stole the show. Imagine this. While Nike's sleeping on one of the hottest rookies in WNBA history, another company saw her potential and almost snatched her up. That's insane! Let's dive into this mystery and see what's really going on behind the scenes. You'd think Nike would be shouting Caitlin Clark's name from the rooftops. Instead, it's crickets. What's behind this $28 million silent treatment? And why did another major brand almost swoop in to steal her away? Let's talk numbers for a second. Caitlin Clark signed an 8-year, $28 million deal with Nike.
Nike struck absolute gold when they signed Caitlin Clark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal. So why in the world are they ignoring her?
That's huge, right? But here's the weird part. It's like Nike forgot they even signed her. No commercials, no ads, no merch, nothing. It's like they handed her a blank check and then vanished. You know what's crazier than Caitlin's stats? The fact that her jersey sold out within hours of her being drafted. Fans were chomping at the bit to get their hands on anything Caitlin Clark.
That Caitlin Clark has created more buzz around the basketball landscape and has actually transformed and revived.
But Nike? They're acting like she doesn't exist. Imagine this. You're one of the hottest rookies in WNBA history, breaking records left and right, and the company that signed you for millions is just silent. No billboards, no TV spots, not even a social media post. It's like they're allergic to success or something. But here's where it gets really interesting. While Nike was playing hide and seek with Caitlin's brand, another company saw her potential and almost snatched her up. Under Armour came in hot with a 4-year, $16 million offer. And get this, they wanted to make her the face of their women's line alongside Steph Curry.
The shorter deal. Under Armour came to her and said that she could be the face of the women's line on the Steph Curry side. He came into the league and there was so much hype around him. He also was somebody who signed a $100+ million, his contract was like...
That's some serious star power recognition right there. So why is Nike sleeping on one of the biggest names in women's basketball? It's not like they don't know how to promote athletes. Think about how they've treated stars like Serena Williams and LeBron James. Those two got the royal treatment from day one.
I personally don't understand how a brand like Nike, who has had athletes like Serena Williams, like LeBron James,
But Caitlin? It's like she's invisible. And fans are noticing. They're scratching their heads, wondering why they can't buy Caitlin Clark Nike gear. Her college jersey flew off the shelves. Imagine how fast official WNBA merch would sell. It's like Nike is allergic to making money or something. But wait, it gets weirder. We might not see a Caitlin Clark signature shoe until 2026. That's right, 2026. In the fast-paced world of sports and fashion, that's like waiting for the next ice age. By then, who knows what could happen? You think Caitlyn's situation is strange? Let's talk about A'ja Wilson for a second. She's got the trophies, the gold, and Nike's attention. But there's a twist that's got fans and players alike scratching their heads. What's Nike's real game here? A'ja Wilson is a beast on the court. Two-time MVP, Olympic gold medalist, and she's got Nike's marketing machine behind her. You'd think she'd be the poster child for everything Nike wants in a WNBA star. And in many ways, she is. Nike's been pushing her hard, giving her visibility, and even hooking her up with a special colorway of the Cosmic Unity 3 shoe. But here's where things get weird. Despite all her accomplishments, A'ja still doesn't have her own signature shoe. Yeah, you heard that right. One of the most dominant players in the league, and she's still waiting for that ultimate badge of honor from Nike. Now compare that to Caitlin Clark. She hasn't even played a WNBA game yet, but Under Armour was ready to make her the face of their women's line. That's some serious star power recognition.
Under Armour offered her 4 years for $16 million, which by a year-by-year basis, she would actually be making more per year if she had signed with Under Armour for Caitlyn, because I feel like Under Armour for sure wouldn't have ignored her this entire season and missed out on so many marketing dollars.
So why is Nike dragging its feet with both of these incredible athletes? It's like Nike's playing a game of favorites, but nobody knows the rules. On one hand, they're all about A'ja Wilson, plastering her face everywhere and giving her special shoe designs. But on the other hand, they're not going all in with a signature shoe. And then there's Caitlyn, who they signed for big bucks, but seem to have forgotten about. This whole situation has sparked a huge debate in the basketball world.
Excited about this. Nike is obviously the biggest brand in athletic apparel, and Caitlyn seemed to be a perfect fit for the brand. I believe that Caitlin Clark, if they would have released a signature shoe for her this season, they would have made a killing.
Should A'ja have gotten a signature shoe before Caitlyn? Some fans are furious, arguing that A'ja's proven herself time and time again in the league. They say she deserves that recognition before a rookie who hasn't even stepped on a WNBA court yet. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Caitlyn's marketability is off the charts. She's got this unique position as a white female athlete in a predominantly black sport. Some people are saying that's affecting her endorsement opportunities in a different way than her peers. It's like Nike's stuck between a rock and a hard place. They've got A'ja, an established superstar with a trophy case that's bursting at the seams. And then there's Caitlyn, a rookie with insane potential and a massive following. How do you balance that? Hold up. You think Nike's just worried about basketball stats? There's a way bigger play happening off the court. Remember how Caitlyn's merch flew off the shelves? That's got people wondering. Could she be the key to turning Nike's sales slump around? This isn't just about who can sink the most three-pointers or who's got the flashiest moves. There's a whole other game being played in the world of sports branding, and it's got fans scratching their heads. Think about it. Caitlin Clark's jersey sold out in hours after she was drafted. Hours. Fans were chomping at the bit to get their hands on anything with her name on it. But Nike, they're acting like they didn't even notice. It's like they've got a golden goose and they're letting it just wander around the barnyard. But here's where it gets really interesting. Some people are saying Caitlyn could be the secret weapon Nike needs to boost their struggling sales. Imagine if they actually put some muscle behind marketing her. We're talking billboards, commercials, signature shoes. The works. It could be a game changer for Nike. And it's not just about making money. This whole situation is shining a spotlight on some big issues in sports marketing. We're talking about representation, equity, and who gets to be the face of a brand. It's like a puzzle where all the pieces are there, but nobody's quite sure how to put them together. Sue Bird, one of the WNBA's legends, had something to say about this. She pointed out that the way different sports are marketed can have a huge impact on how the public sees athletes. And let's be real, That perception can make or break endorsement deals. Now, here's where things get a little uncomfortable. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: race. Right now, the only active WNBA players with signature shoes are white. That's caused some serious backlash, with people calling for more representation. It's like the sports world is holding up a mirror to society, and not everyone likes what they're seeing. Caitlin Clark's potential signature shoe could be a big deal for women's basketball, but it's also raising some tough questions. Why are established stars like Aja Wilson still waiting for their signature lines? It's got people wondering about priorities in marketing and who gets pushed to the front of the line. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about who gets seen, who gets supported, and why. And fans are starting to demand answers. They're looking at the empty shelves where Caitlin's merch should be, and they're asking, "What's the deal, Nike?" All right, let's wrap this up. Nike's strategy with Caitlin Clark is just weird. They signed her for big bucks, but act like she doesn't exist. Meanwhile, her jerseys are selling out in hours. It's like Nike's allergic to making money or something.
Any ads, we have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise, and we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature shoes. Why in the world are they being so quiet about Caitlin? Either one, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes at Nike, their stock has dropped.
But here's where it gets interesting. Nike's silence could be a game changer for other brands. Imagine if Under Armour or some other company swoops in and makes Caitlin the face of women's basketball. That could shake up the whole sports branding world. So next time you're watching a WNBA game or shopping for sneakers, think about the stories behind the brands. Who are they really supporting? Are they pushing the sport forward or just playing it safe? The answers might surprise you.